So here we are in Tour Creator. So if you search for Tour Creator, and then these are some of the tours I have already. But if I was going to start a new one, all I have to do is press on New Tour. It asks you to do a cover photo, which is a little bit tricky because it has to be a certain size. So sometimes I go back to it at the end and then give it a name. So for example, if I was going to have the students do a tour about interesting places in Chicago, I might name it Chicago. You can give it a description and then just press create. And it's as easy as just finding certain places. So if maybe I wanted to go to Millennium Park in Chicago, I can search to it. And then here's your little pegman. You can zoom in or zoom out and then move him around. Anywhere you see a blue line is a Google truck took those pictures. But then right here, these little circles, those are called spheres, and those were taken by a person with a 360 camera. So if you find a spot for to take your picture, and you can just scroll around until you see what you like. And if you see something like maybe I want to find the actual cloud gate, so I can bring it right here, and here I am at Cloud Gate. If I don't like this picture, I can move it around a little until I see what I want to see. So maybe this is what I want to see, and I choose it, and I just press Add Scene. And then the student should name the scene. So right here, this I might just call Cloud Gate. You can put the location, and then right here, this is called Cloud Gate, but most people in Chicago call it the beach. The other thing you can do is you can have the students record their narration. If you do that, then when you publish it, it will play the recording of the students. You can also add what's called ambient audio, so you can find sound effects, maybe of a crowd or of certain weather or something like that. Inside of your scene, you might have certain things you want to point out. So maybe I want to point out all the buildings. So I just say add point of interest. I move it to where I want it to show. And then you can either add a picture that would pop up, or you can narrate, like I said before. So this might just be the buildings. Then I can say Chicago, well, or it's sky. And that's one point of interest. And you can lay down as many points of interest as you want. And then once you're done with that, you go and you can add another scene and find something else. And it's as simple as that. Once you're done, you press publish. It makes you have a cover photo. So just as an example, if you look at this one, once I press publish, this was my Spain one, hopefully. So here's some examples of the scenes I put down. If I press publish, it gives me the link. And once the link pops up, I don't actually need the phones. I can kind of take a look at it on my computer and make sure everything's working the way that I want it to work. So now it pops up on this other website, and I can look around. If I wanted my narration to show up, I can turn on that narration, and on the computer, when I click on it, it starts to play the narration. In the computer, that's how it works. On your phone, it's when the student looks at it and clicks, and then the narration would start to play. So that gives you an idea of how you make it. It's actually very, very easy to make, and I think it's great for teachers to create if they're making something they want students to see, or even better, to have the students create. That's it.